Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Valkyrians run. Welcome back to the Starsector modded campaign. I fiddled around and kind of just put some whatever S mods on most of our ships using whatever EXP they'd earned. So that's done. We're now a little more dangerous, but the goal of this episode is to go over to that really cool planet we found oh so long ago. Get in there, colonize it, before anyone else does. I've already gathered, in the end of the last episode, all the things we would need to do that. Grab a little bit more supply, and let's get over there and claim our planet at long last. The plan is we're going to colonize that planet. We're going to build a few things on it. Ooh, what is all of that? That looks like Junkyard Dog war fleets going somewhere. Junkyard Dog raids, Carter's Freetraders. Now, we are allied with... Oh, man, I shouldn't get distracted. I kind of want to follow them in and do the raid with them, but we should do what I said we were going to do. Let's go take that planet. If they're going to do a raid, they're going to be there for some days, so it'll be fine. There will be more opportunities to participate in war. Oh, man, and look at all that. Look at all those Persian League fleets, too. Stuff is going on. Hey, and a Valkyrian blockade of Carter's Freetraders system. All right, it is indeed war, then. But tag into our new home here, fly on down, very peaceful, no signs of like pirate base. We're gonna have a problem here that there's no stable locations, no comm relay or anything. Maybe that's for the best. It's fine, we're taking this. I've been looking forward to this planet for like a week. Go through generate name a few times. There we go, we'll take that one. All right, this is now our planet, and we are, I didn't think this far ahead. Faction name, Think Ducky. We will be Spearhead Organization. Hopefully we'll be at the forefront of whatever the Valkyrians are going to do this run. Let's take the bird, I guess. Okay, there we go. We have our planet. Now our first priority is actually going to be to camp the planet for 15 days till a spaceport builds. The first thing I want to build is actually an orbital station in case we trigger an immediate invasion from another faction. Because in addition to the colony crises, you know, enemies could just try and invade or raid our new little faction at any time. We must be prepared. And so defense first, and then income and other supporting buildings. I'm also going to try and keep maybe like 500,000 credits in my pocket at all times. How much does a defense fleet cost? If I were to hire, 160k for normal size, what about maximum size we could summon? 300k roughly. Okay, so I need to always keep that amount in my pocket in case I need to pay the Valkyrians to defend my planet. There's the spaceport. All right, let's go in here. Add structure, we want our orbital station. I take low tech because it's what I'm used to. There are good arguments for all of the station options that I mostly ignore. Okay, I think way station, so once the station is up, that's the main thing. And are we better off farming or mining here? Looks like farming is going to be the better income source, so we'll take farming. And ground defenses can wait. Oh, we can make biolabs. We can make our own drugs in-house. But let's not get distracted. Patrol HQ is going to be probably pretty necessary. Okay, and I'm not going to turn on Freeport or Hazard Pay. The goal is not to grow this colony very quickly. We just want to get it up and running, which is going to take some days for all these buildings to build. Closer to like half a year or more. Okay, but that's finally done. I finally have a planet. Just took 6 cycles longer than I thought it would. So now our goal is to turn right around, go back to bounties, go back to trying to make cash. All right, and we have 2 kind of moderate bounties here. Like in terms of their ship comps, they look very doable. They may even be in the same system. But all right, giant primary star, boom. I know barren world for one of them. All right, let's go. And I'll just need to keep an eye on our faction tab here to make sure no invasions or anything crop up without me noticing. Just because the news ticker sometimes goes by very fast with more entries than it can really hold on screen. Good to be vigilant. It would really suck to lose my planet to another faction off break. I've had that happen before. That's why I'm so paranoid about it now. Anyway, let's try and get into some good combat. Oh, the other thing is that raid for Carter's Freetraders still going on? Actually, no, it looks like they backed off, so that's not going to be an income opportunity. So I do have a few Marines we could join in on a raid if such a thing presents itself, but we're definitely not strong enough as a fleet to go do that on our own and take on a system's worth of fleet bubbles and such. Okay, in we go. Let's try and find our bounties here. Oh, there's one, and I am totally fine fighting the fleets one by one. All right, move to engage. Drop everyone in. And I don't think I'm going to need to pilot. We'll throw everything in, including the backup gremlin. There's not an easy target here for me to use the gremlin on. Plus, it's kind of to my advantage to keep flying this Nirvana Mark II, so it can keep gaining EXP, become ever more powerful. This may be the ship for the rest of the run. I'm still not certain on that. I want to try the capital ships again, but we need to get established a little bit more. There's a few more buildings I can build on that colony, and then we'll go back to the cycle of saving up to try and fine-tune this fleet into some kind of killing machine. Oh, and I'm going to need 1.5 million credits to fully upgrade the orbital station. That's going to be very necessary, especially if I'm only going to have the one planet this run. I'm not really decided yet. The main thing is, at time of recording this, which is February 15th, 2026, the new UAF mod is coming, I think, next week, sometime before the end of this month, and I'm probably going to want to switch over to playing that. So we'll see. We'll see how long this goes. I would like to get us to some kind of satisfying conclusion for this run before leaving it to go play the shiny new toys, but I'll just have to see how it goes. Alright, there's our enemy pirates, forming not really a battle line, but a battle blob. And I think that Mora is the bounty target, so let's just stick to them, throw missiles. Or both those gonna... Oh, one of them is gonna connect, nice. Yeah, and unless they get more aggressive, this is just gonna be sit and shoot. Very straightforward. Unless they fight or swarm me out, but I think we are powerful enough now to not have to worry too much. Alright, let's hunt down their Colossi. Oh, that's Piranha Bombs on the right. Let's be careful of that. Make sure our shield arc will cover, even though we're kind of shooting them down nicely. But yeah, this one is definitely a stomp. Oh, do they have an Eradicator? It's another good target we can go for. And of course, at this point, as I've probably stated before, I'm going to use whatever ships I can get my hands on in order to help the Valkyrians establish dominance until I figure out how to make a Valkyrian-only fleet work, but I've kind of put that idea on the back burner for now. I'd rather have a mixed fleet and win than continually get eradicated due to not knowing enough about how to use the faction ships. Okay, and there, ooh, it's safety overridden. And we are a little overextended. Oh, Reapers, back it up. Oh no! Okay, they almost slipped that one pat through the shields. That was almost really bad. Back it up. Wait for help. Oop, another Reaper. Good, we shot it down point defense. Very good. That wolf still has a Reaper in the tubes. I see it there. In his left-hand tube. Take him down. Okay, now can I go fight the Eradicator like I wanted to? Maybe. He's actually flown away. So I'll have to settle for shooting this Manticore down. Boop of death. Nice. Okay, and that's enemy fleet defeated, but I want that Eradicator for my fleet, so we're going to try and... Oh, there he goes. Okay. Try and get him down before we claim victory. Consider ship recovery. Eradicator takes a story point. Eradicator's probably worth a story point, honestly. That Mora might also be worth a story point. I'm not sure what I have for carriers, honestly. Yeah, we'll take the Eradicator. There will be other ships to loot, so... Get that Eradicator up into the fleet, and we're just going to put it on the outdated fit for now. Okay, and the other target should be at the Baron Bombarded world, of which there is only the one option. Oh no, actually the other bounty expired. Well, dang it. Maybe their fleet is still down there. If I could just fight them, I'll take it. But if they're gone, then, well, they're gone. Oh, they're still here. Are they just not in the tab? Yeah, they're just not listed in the bounty tab anymore. That's weird. But there they are. And we're a little worse for the wear, injury-wise, but that's okay. This is a no-challenge bounty. Tag as much of our fleet in as we can, and let's go hunting. Get our last two combat-ready ships on to the field. Centurion and the Wolf. Now, they didn't really have much in this fleet. We're basically looking for the enemy champion, or I think they had a Falcon. Just hunt those down, and this should be a very easy fight. Oh, they do have a Zanak mecha. I think that's the long-range mecha, the sniper one. I don't remember. But there's the Falcon, so let's head toward that for now. Hello, little Sunder. How you doing? Not too good, apparently. Just drive him back. Move on to closer targets. Alright, and there is the enemy champion with a high-intensity laser, which basically means we can't drop our shield very safely. And he has dragon fires. Alright, let's just go very cautiously here. Let our soft flux go down, and then we'll re-engage. Active vent to finish it off, and good. Alright, let's get back in there. Looks like they have some Mayasuran Navy ships mixed in as well. I don't know how that happened. I don't remember what type of bounty this was, but that's okay. More variety will be interesting. Drive that champion back. He stopped our missiles, but that basically takes him out of the fight. Let's work on this elite Starliner. Alright. Yep, that didn't take long. He's gone. Active vent to deal with flux. I would like to chase that champion down if possible, so that we don't have to waste resources in auto-resolve after this. Let's just burn in toward him. Yep, target that champion. That's what we want. Prevent him from retreating. I don't think that Falcon is a threat, because it just has heavy autocannons. There we go. Finish him. Okay. Champion down. I would be interested to salvage that mech if we can. Let's crush this Falcon and then go for that mecha. Go ahead and put orders on them for our ships to hopefully help. Alright. Ooh, they are trying to brawl. That is interesting. Ooh, mining blaster. Okay. If he had more backup, that would actually have probably worked quite well. He's got a shifty little ship system. But he's down. Enemy fleet defeated. Claim victory. What can we recover? Okay. Champion didn't drop. Unfortunate. Well, we'll take this little Lanos, little mecha, add him to the group. And oh yeah, all my officers are max level, which means I also am going to need to throw story points at them to get their elite skills tagged in. Oh man, there's always something. But for now, let's pull back toward the Valkyrian homeworlds, because we're going to need supplies and fuel and repair. That was good money earned. And I bet our planet is, yeah, barely progressed. So what I'll also do here is I'll go ahead and upgrade the spaceport as well. Just another upgrade that will be of benefit to us. Holy heck! That's the Valkyrian blockade group. Okay. For a moment I thought we were about to be swarmed because I heard the emergency burns going off and didn't realize they were our own friendly fleet. Alright, refill on fuel. Supplies are very cheap. Let's just grab 800 or so. Bam. And we need a crew. That should be enough to keep us flying. Okay. And I know it says we have 300k, but remember, we only actually have 25k to play with because we're keeping a reserve in case I need to hire a defense fleet. How are we on story points? Okay. I guess the question is, can I purchase another SMOD slot for our cruiser here? I can, and we would have just enough to SMOD an insulated engine assembly. But if I save some EXP, do a few more fights, we could do integrated targeting unit instead, which would free up more ordnance points overall. Then again, we're pretty built in terms of weapons and capacitors and stuff. I guess the question is if I want to add more hull mods, which the answer is of course I do. So let's hang on to our ship a little longer, save a little more EXP, go ahead and grab a bit more crew. I'm going to grab another 50 Marines just because I've kind of been talking about maybe doing raiding, and that might be a thing if we see an opportunity, right? And I haven't checked in with my contacts in a minute. Do they have any interesting bounty missions floating? Okay, only one of the three has a bounty. So there's hunt down my own faction, a deserter. That's very nice. They have a Yoshura, which I would want. Or I can fight Ludic Pathers as the moderate bounty. Okay, we're going to take the hard bounty. They only have like 11 ships, and I see one of them is the Emerald Cargo Freighter. I think just in sheer numbers, we will overwhelm them. So, let's get down there. And I am going to have to keep an eye on the colony crisis meter. Actually, it's going to build really slowly until our planet gets bigger. But yeah, we may get pirates in our system that we have to clean out. Vengeance Fleet launched from Shaded Cove. Oh yeah, Vengeance Fleets. Man, I haven't played Nex in so long. Vengeance Fleets are probably the thing I miss the most. Like getting a little bit of a extra kick from the world if you fight with a faction too much, I think is pretty cool. Hey, a level 5 officer from this random wreck. A level 5 officer that I don't need. Get dismissed. You know, we haven't checked on in quite a few episodes. We haven't really looked at the leaderboard. The Persian League is on top due to their alliance with Tritac and Hazard Mining. Hegemony's still in second place, though. And Valkyrians, middle of the pack, except in diplomacy. We apparently, I don't know what qualifies for diplomacy score, but I'm more interested in the population heavy industry side of things. So I am not going for a diplomatic victory. I'm honestly probably not going for an Nexerelin victory at all. This campaign would have to go on for a very long time to get to that point. And given the number of factions and runs I'd like to do this year, that's probably just not going to be feasible to play one run for half of the year and record it and edit it. If I were just sitting down to live stream such a run, we could probably do that in like 3 months of regular streams, but that's a whole other kind of commitment. Alright, salvage that little derelict probe, and here we are. Somewhere in here should be our bounty. Our mission description contains no hints, so we're going to do what I always do. Fly around with my transponder on, with sustained burn on, until we attract our target. And hey, another domain arrow probe that we can. I I don't really want to fight 5 little domain drones right now. We're just going to skip that for later. It's not terribly important. Okay, no sign of them so far. Come on, guys, where are you? Another probe. This one is just free loot, which I will take. Seems like each planet might have something. Yeah, have a domain error probe by it. No, I'm not fighting that. I don't care. And what's here? Ooh, mothership in the Corona. We want to do that, but not until we see how much damage the bounty does. Oh, I think that's them right here in this nebula. No, that's just a random giant pirate fleet. What? You're not my bounty, but I mean, I'll fight you because you have some cool ships that I might want, I guess. All right, well, let's roll. Interesting that there's such a large pirate fleet. Oh wait, I know why there's such a large pirate fleet, because we triggered a vengeance fleet. This might be them. I didn't open the comm link and talk to them to figure that out, but this could very well be the vengeance fleet that was sent after us. They found me awfully fast. Again, I haven't played Nexerelin in some versions, so things may have changed, but that's okay. They are welcome to try and extract vengeance. Let's see, we know we want the Eradicator, so let's just mark that. Mark the Phaeton Mark II, because he can kind of be tricky. And there's the Mora. So there's the other Eradicator. And there's the Mora. Those are all their main ships targeted. Oh, we are way too close. I need to actually pay attention. Pay attention to my ship and not stare at the TAC map. Okay. So the pirates do have some ships here that will just tear you apart if they catch you, like the Brasher and the Pirate Sunder there. Don't get flanked. That's really been the whole lesson of this run, is all of my major deaths have been because I got flanked, and that's on me. Pick my battles more intelligently, which is exactly what we're doing now. Okay, that Mora is probably got a reckless officer in it. He got way too close. Just hurl all our missiles at him and punish him for his hubris. He crushed. Okay. And Phaeton Mark II burning into the Mora's corpse and crashing. Alright, bring him down. But yeah, not expecting this to be actually too difficult. Let's mark the Colossi for death as well. Disable enemy fighter support, always a good plan. Got him. Alright, and he came to me. That Plunder just has a Locust launcher, so it's not really a threat to me as a cruiser. But then again, it's in gun range, so we're gonna blast him. Won't take long. He's basically a cargo container with engines. And there's the good stuff. The enemy Eradicator. Let's go. Push into his flank. Oh no, my own Eradicator. Get off of him. Get away from my friend. Oh dang. Yeah, no. Enemy Eradicator's not backing off. But we have allies. Come on. Okay, we're just gonna intercept here. Get in between our Eradicator and the enemy one, just to make sure. Because I'd rather keep all my ships running without demods for as long as possible. I don't think we can afford to be on hull restoration. That did not go well last time I tried it. Playing well and ensuring that we have a constant influx of new blood is going to be key. Okay, claim victory. Consider ship recovery. Eradicator for a story point again. It is an Eradicator. We'll do it. Actually, wait, no. If I find the bounty, they're going to have ships that are going to be even better, right? They're going to have ships from Valkyrians. I should save the story points. But now we've been to all of the points of interest in the system. I'm now kind of curious, where the heck is the bounty? So let's fly back toward the jump point we came in at, because sometimes that happens, is that they spawn down there after I've done a loop. And that holds true. There they are. This is probably the last battle for this episode. The timer just rang and life is calling, but let's finish this. Alright, deploy everyone, give the Citadel a medium escort so it doesn't get overwhelmed, and let's roll. I'm also going to give myself a medium escort, just because I don't know. I still don't have really a good feel for how powerful enemy Valkyrian ships are. We still haven't really fought a good bounty of them where they have like 30 ships, 4 capitals, and that kind of thing. That should be coming up soon as our level maxes out and the bounty scaling starts kicking in more and more harshly, but we're probably not quite there yet. Alright, take me in. Hello, little Elysium. You are the first target. And yeah, they are indeed all using the Crimson Steel hull mod. Alright, just put the damage on them, drive them back. We're going to start backing up and just working on whatever ship tries to pressure me. Just like that. So we're strong enough at this point that in one-on-one against anything but a capital ship, I think we win the Flux War over time. As long as we don't... Whoa, that's a lot of missiles. Backing up, caution first. That's interesting. It seems like they're firing a primary charge that then bursts into, like, secondary... Wait, those are just Scorpions. I'm forgetting my own faction's stuff. That's what I get for not playing for a day and a half. I've been trying to record at least an episode every day or two, just so I don't forget too much, you know? Okay, but this Yoshura is very aggressive. Holy heck. Put an eliminate order on it, throw all our ships at it. Let's bring him down. Okay, he's flamed out, which is perfect. But yeah, definitely the Valkyrians with their officers are, I think they default to reckless or aggressive. Alright, crack them. Good. Alright, let's go for a cruiser. Hopefully that Yoshura is recoverable, but if not, well, can't do much about it. Let's just burn drive forward here. Oh, we've hit a few obstacles on the way in, but that's okay. Straightened it out, and we're on target. Down you go, little elegy. Alright, perfect stuff. And now it's kind of just hunting. Let's ditch the escort orders, let everyone kind of run free, because we outnumbered them 2-to-1 to begin with, and that's only worse now that we are killing their ships, of course. Cracked, and Nirvana Mark 1 going down. But yeah, the peak fire hull mod is very silly. Like, for most of this battle, we've just had a 20% discount to all of our guns firing, plus 20% fire rate. I really should try and crunch the numbers on that, but I assume those two things are highly synergistic. Having reduced weapon cost plus fire rate probably works out really, really favorably, which explains how chill this thing feels to pilot lately. That's them down. We got the bounty target, which was the Yoshura. Let's recover. The Yoshura's not recoverable. No! Man, I should have recovered that Eradicator. I'd rather have it than either of these. Okay, we're going to hang on to our story points and just pick up our own ships that got knocked out. No ship prizes this run unless... No, I don't want the Eclair. Okay. Didn't drop in the secondary scoop either. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this run. I would love to fly back home and all of that, but I am out of time. I must return to the editing pits and to dealing with life stuff. So, if you have enjoyed, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Love to hear from you guys in the comments and so on. And yeah, I hope to get the next episode out to you soon. Thank you all for watching, friends, and I will see you next time.